David, come on out, buddy.
Thank you.
Terrific. Terrific.
Thank you.
Well deserved. Okay, do we have any callers out there? George? Thank you. Ron from Dallas. Ron?
Hello.
Yes, Ron, you're on.
I would like to start off by thanking you, Ed. You're doing a great job. And I have two questions. The first question is for David, and that is the organizations and the clubs that you go to get these other seminars. You mentioned earlier that you plug yourself into some organizations and go to seminars. What are those?
One of the key organizations that I hooked up with where I learned the psychographics is an organization called the Michael Thomas Corporation. And that's a small business development group out of Petaluma, California. Very intensive. But I take all kinds of seminars. I'm working with a place called the Learning Access, where I take just day-long ones all the time. I take a lot of seminars outside the photography industry to learn just the other elements of sales and psychology and marketing.
Okay, great. And the second question is, you mentioned your V lighting when you were in your studio. And how big is your studio?
My studio is rather extensive. It's probably 14 feet wide and about 35 feet long. When I set up that V, I'm doing it so it'll be a huge wraparound light. I set one light off to the side, the other just coming around the corner. And working that way, I can illuminate just like I was working with the window light.
I think we have another caller on the line. Carl from Albany. Carl?
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, David.
Carl.
You have such a dynamic understanding of people. I really appreciate it. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, what I want to know is how much time do you spend with each client from the moment they come into your studio to the time you've finished their portraits?
It's a good question. I try and give everyone at least a half hour of my time. Quite often it'll take an hour. It depends on the individual. When I'm really stuck, I could do it as fast as 20 minutes. But I give them as much time as they need.
Okay, I think we have Patty from Charlotte. Patty?
Yes?
Yes, you're on.
David, I want to know, how do you achieve that natural look in your posing?
Aha, good question. Naturalness is most achieved by just giving permission to the client, to just talk to that client, let them feel so comfortable in that situation and never ever say that they're doing anything wrong. If I make a correction, all I do is I go up, I do it, but I never say, oh, change this. I just fix it and let them always feel like they're doing it right. And then I watch and I observe, I back away, take off the pressure, and that's where the naturalness comes from.
Paula from Buffalo?
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
How do you communicate with your customers to get that closeness with them?
The best way, the best thing I could ever tell you regarding communication with client is to see the world through their eyes. Try and look at that human being like they're the most fascinating human being you've ever seen and focus completely on them. That really allows you to feel what they're saying. Most of the time they talk and we're not really listening, but just practice the art of listening and you'll really learn how to communicate well with people.
Okay, have we got any questions here in our audience? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Dave, how do you get past the age-old one of, that's great, but she's not smiling?
Aha. You know, I always tell people when they schedule me is that I will photograph 80% of that session to be exactly what they want. But 20% of that session will be what I need to express as an artist. And I show them those 20%, and more often than not, they are moved by that. And getting enough of those pictures out in the home, people begin to realize they don't need to be smiling to be beautiful.
David, if you had some words of encouragement that you could, you're our last speaker.
Yeah.
We'll be back for the panel, but some words of encouragement for our audience out there, what would those be?
On a personal level, I would say to photographers, first study light. Fall in love with light, all the nuances of light. Light is the hero of our medium. If you can learn how to master light, how to use light, you'll take a giant leap forward. Fall in love with art, fall in love with beauty. Get passionate about it so you can't sleep at night thinking about it. On a personal level, fall in love with humanity. Fall in love with the human spirit, just the pure beauty of the human spirit. Fall in love with someone and never let them go. Together, two people can achieve a dream. Don't look at education as an expense, as a cost. Look at it as an opportunity, as a chance to just leap ahead of the crowd and never, ever settle for anything less than the best. You were born with a box of 64 crayons. You got all the colors in that box. The world takes them away. You get them back. It's your dream. You make that dream happen. You have a right to it. And if you get discouraged, call me.
David, thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
We're going to go out to the trade show one last time, and then we'll have everybody back out here. Thank you, David.
You know, folks, there are two props that we take with us on every job. As a matter of fact, you never even know they're there when you look at the pictures, but we couldn't do without them. What do you think, Clay?
It's right here. It's the ALM posing stool. You know, the beauty of this chair is it's so lightweight. Throws in the car very easily, and it goes up and down from all the way down here, all the way up here. It's wonderful.
Yeah, the reason it works so well is the person who's standing doesn't have to lean over to get their heads close together. It works just perfectly. You do two people like this, one person by himself on the stool.
I could just sit right here, and you could do a portrait of the groom by himself here.
Three people, you have one person over on this side, the other person over here on this side, all leaning into him. But Clay, let's show him how we do a bride.
Okay.
Ollie, you want to come over, please? We're going to lower this just a little bit so you can sit on here. You won't be comfortable, but you'll look good.
Turn your back.
So, would you sit right over here? We'll cover the stool with your gown. All right, now can you cross your left leg over your right? We're going to form a base for the portrait. The only thing is, Clay, I think that this line is a little bit too sharp. Can you raise that stool just a little bit so I have like a 45-degree angle?
It's easy. All I have to do is grab the handle, and she's up.
Okay,
it's really a beautiful
Sit
thing.
right on the edge of the stool. Let your foot rest on the floor there. Great. So we're going to lean you forward just a little bit. We'll turn your face slightly to the side. I'm going to look into the video monitor and see what the camera itself is saying, and we'll pose you a little bit. Can you come in just a little bit closer to her? You can crop me out of the photograph, and this will be our Hasselblad here working. Fine. Turn your body a little bit more to the camera. Your face to the left, just a tiny
like
bit.
the veil, Monty. Look at that.
Okay. And wherever you're looking, look a little bit higher. All right, Clay, let's pull out the veil. Can you give me a little bit more base to the composition? You don't want to show the stool, but I want to see a little bit more. That's good.
Pull your hairline back just a little, Monty. See the stand? Just pull it back just a tad. There you go, right there. Ollie, your chin down a dash. Look at that. It's that easy.
All right, great.
What if we wanted to add like the groom to it, Monty?
If I could be the groom right here.
Or more like the father of the bride.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's true. Right
Come
there.
in tight.
Can you come in real close
Let's
for
do
us?
the head and shoulder
How
like
about
that.
putting both of your arms around me, Olive? Yes,
Oh, yeah.
both your arms.
I love
around
it.
me.
Look at that.
Yes. Oh,
it's
look at right
great.
into the camera.
Great.
Thank you, ALM. You brought us close together. That's wonderful.
All right, there we go.
Portrait 2000 continues now with your host, Ed Pierce.
When I first started photographing 15 years ago, I guess it was, my next guest had been I'm going to keep this a real quick tip for two reasons. One, it's the middle of January and it's freezing out here. And the other is, in about another 5 minutes, it's going to be pitch black. So what I wanted to do was come outside and show you how to overcome that all too common problem of deep-set raccoon eyes, which is created by an overly dominant overhead light source of the open sky. What I try to do is I add a little supplemental flash. Now, the most common way to do that is take a flash on camera and just bang it into the subject, which creates flat lighting and fairly hard shadows in and around the face. Instead, what I prefer to do is take a Lumidyne power pack, put it on a light stand along with my EPS halo, which is a full 48 inches wide. I'll place this in the key light position. I'll allow my ambient to be the fill, and then by adding a key flash at a 1-to-1 lighting ratio, so if I'm getting F8 with the ambient, I'll bring in F8 at the flash, you get a very natural and very pleasing look. I swear this place is huge.
Yeah, I can.
I think it's down. I think it's down
All right,
here.
let's check and see. Let's check and see.
I think it's down here.
That's it. That's
Did
it.
he come? No, I don't think it's so. Yeah,
No.
here it is. Here it is.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jesus.
What next? I
Yeah,
can't believe
They
it.
got like 5 sound
Oh,
stages
I
in
can't
here. We're
believe-
going to end
I'm glad you-
on
oh,
the
I'm
set
glad
of
you-
Days of Our Life
unreal
or
to
something
me.
here. Here they are.
Oh,
I didn't think we were ever going to find this place.
can you believe? I thought you knew exactly where we were going. I can't believe it.
All
But
right.
that's life. Yeah.
Terrific.
Ed,
Introduce me to these
all right,
folks.
Ed. My good friend Mark.
Hey, Mark. How you doing?
What there?
Good. Good.
Karen.
Karen.
And beautiful Jerry. Beautiful Pam.
Uh-huh.
And what about my cameraman back here, Ray?
Hey, Ray. How's it
All
going?
right.
Good to see you again.
Relax, staff,
Don?
just a minute.
Don, you know what I'd like for you to do? For the benefit of the audience, give me a quick overview of basic lighting that you have here, and then show us one by one what each light does. I think that would really be a tremendous benefit for everyone.
Beautiful, beautiful. This light back here being the base density or the fill light or the shadow light, whatever. Whatever we want to address it, it's nothing more than a light that is giving rendition to the shadow.
And
I prefer it's the photogenic power light, okay? The Eclipse umbrella. It's
Gotcha.
giving the overall base density light type thing. Now let's step over. Let's do and talk about the light pattern here of the main light. The main light now is putting light onto the mask of the face. My preference in reading this light, and I'm going through it step by step. We'll do it
Right.
later. Okay. This is an F8 light. Let me put a meter on it right now. Is that all right?
Sure.
Let me step right here and put a meter on it.
Right.
That fast. From here, do it to me, Mark. F8.
Okay.
We're right there.
All right.
All right, now, let me come in.
Don, I'm
Okay,
going to interrupt you. Okay.
You do it. You do it. You always do
Now-
what else is new. I mean, that's
A
I'm
lot
used
of
to it.
photographers these days are using these great big soft boxes. Okay. Now you're not doing that, and I notice that you haven't. And tell me why. And, you know, how you're using this equipment differently, and why you still prefer working with the parabolic.
See, 1,001 years ago, and this is the light I've used for, like I say, 1,001 years. I love the point light, or the point lighting pattern. I feel we can get with the parabolic, the photogenic again,
Right.
on the power light, barn door down. So we're just
Right.
using a smidgen amount of light. By barn dooring that down and putting the light into the mask of the face, I think we can control it, or point the light source.
So
That's
you're
the
you're
theory.
being more precise with your light than
Yes.
what you'd get with a big
Yes.
umbrella
See?
or a light box.
Positively. The overall softbox, the biggie, no problem. No problem. You're going to get an image. You're going to the bank every day and so on and so forth. What I want to talk about here is the lighting pattern on a precise lighting plan.
Okay, then you've got another light here. It's like you got two main lights. That's not a main light, obviously. What's this
That's
third
an
light?
accent light. Let me do this.
Okay.
Ed, may I?
Yep.
Let me turn the light on here
Okay.
and put that light on and do it right there. 11 and a half.
Gotcha.
11 and a half or a 4-to-1 ratio of light between the two here.
Yeah.
The next light that you talk about, the next light, Ed, is a lighting. I like to refer to it as a garlic light or a pinch light or an accent light.
Gotcha.
See, and it's one stop less in intensity than the main light. Why? Because the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. And as I move that light in closer to the background, then what's happening, that it appears to be stronger. Mr. Lenz records it, and it's just a stronger bit on the image.
And it appears that you're positioning that so it's really in a split light position, lighting approximately half the face.
Positively.
Okay.
There's no set way. In other words, place it here, place it there. There's no set. Depending on the hairstyle, depending on the style, etc., that is a fluctuating light all the way through.
Gotcha.
Let's do it. Let's put a read. Do it to me, Mark. 8.5.
Okay.
Right there. One stop less. I love it because this way with the wraparound light, we're there.
Okay, and then your hair light. Where's that
hair
coming
light?
in?
Let's do it. Let's come in with a hair light, and I think the hair light, and I hate to address it as a hair light, but it really and truly is. Why do I hate to address it as a hair light? You can see why. You know, I hate it, but that's the way it is.
This camera's behind my head. I hate it too.
You know, it's there, but it's really a separation light. It's a light that's giving separation, and this, whenever in doubt, this light and also the background light, in my opinion, ought to be the same reading as the fill light. So let's try it. Let's put it on. Do it to me, Daddy-O. 8. 8. We're there. Okay. We're happy. We're happy. Let me see the placement. I love it. You beautiful doll. You
okay, can we see?
Doll.
Let's put all the lights on and see what we've got.
Let me do one more. Before we do that, let me do one more thing. May I, Dad?
Sure.
Let's do this. Let's read the background light.
Okay, right.
The relationship here. Just can you do it? Let me pop it in here and do it to me. 8. We're happy. We're happy. All right, now let's put all the lights on and let's see where we're at, okay? Let me hand that to you, Mark, please. The light needs, in my opinion, needs to blend. Needs to be an intersect of light. This light coming in here, boom. If you draw that imaginary line 4 or 5 inches in front of the plane of that face, and the barn doors, as I'm using barn doors, is not vertical, but they're on a 45 because that's controlling and wrapping the light around.
Got it. Yeah, you've got a reflector over here also.
Gotcha.
And I love it. I've seen what you can do with it. Tell me why you designed it the way you did.
Okay, come on over, Mark. Come on over. I love it. I love it because this light now, or this reflector, let me step right out here. This reflector now is giving a rendition of light or a warm touch of light.
Sure, I can see it.
And see, when you have the gold reflector, etc., and I'm not knocking anything, but it's yellow in intensity, it's this, it's that. But this, and the silver the same way. It's bright, it's too garish. This way you've got the checkered effect. So you've got a bundle of light coming out of each quote square. So it's a warm touch bit. That's exactly. Now, Mark, bring it in, slide it in, tip it in the left hand, tip it back. Look at that, Ed. I mean, you feel the goosebumps running up and down your spine. I mean, it's there. Yeah,
Done.
It's got to be there.
Done. I heard you invented a new piece of equipment other than the reflector here that you brought with you, the Big Daddy Blair box. I heard.
Got it. I got it. Hold right still.
Okay.
Let's step back. Let's step back, and we'll go back to the Big Daddy Don Blair box. All right.
Let me see if I understand what you were saying now. What I do now, what you're trying to do is break up the planes of the face, and there's vertical and horizontal planes of the face.
You got it.
So these
hold right still,
vertical. These would be the vertical planes here.
Gotcha.
And we got a horizontal plane right there, and I guess this is the other one right now.
Gotcha.
Have I missed anything here?
No, you've done it. Let me pinpoint it now.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and do our thing. I think this is important.
Yeah.
First of all, we need to watch the bridge of the nose.
I hate it when people make that move first.
Now, can you do it? Can you do it? Lay it on me.
All right.
What can I say? You know, boom. All right, see, and the shoulder, the accent light,
Okay.
Have to do it.
I always lose.
Oh, can you believe it?
Okay, all right, come on, make your move.
Oh, can you believe we got her made? I got you now.
Come on.
I can't do it. Right there. Ha! Do it.
See, you win out.
See, if I don't let him win, kids, if I don't let him win, we're all in trouble. He's that way. What can I say?
There you go.
All right, now for real.
Now talk to me.
I love it. For real. Seriously now, the overall main light. Mark, step back over to the main light, please. Turn the accent off and do your thing right here. The main light is into the mask of the face. Right in there. So that's where we want to control it. Now, the accent light is doing its thing. It's coming in right along the edge.
Mark, can you turn off the
or
main?
That's it.
Just give us the accent. There
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
Now, the accent, as you can see,
Right.
here,
Mm-hmm.
here,
Right.
that's the goosebumps that
Right.
runs up
Yep.
and down your spine
Got
when
it.
you have that one.
Got
Okay.
it.
Now, let me do this. I'm going to turn that off, and as we step around all the way through. But the overall rendition of light,
Right.
the combination of everything here, that's what it's all about.
It's
That's
really
the
a lot
name of
more
the game.
structured than what you're getting with a large
Positively,
softbox
it's a
type
structured,
light.
controllable light.
Gotcha. Now,
And
now,
let's step back over.
can you put more people in this shot?
Oh,
than
listen,
what
we
got?
can do it.
Okay.
Like,
Can we
I'd
bring
like
in
to
another
do.
model?
I'd like to do one more
Okay,
thing.
I'm getting
May
ahead
I?
of you. I'm getting
no,
ahead
no,
of you.
you're
Go
fine.
ahead.
You're
Go
fine.
ahead.
Let me do it. Let me step back over. What I'd like to do, they talk about the hand position, posing of hands. I'd like to do one quickie chickie. Can
Sure,
you live with
sure.
that?
Yep,
Let
absolutely,
me have.
absolutely.
Let me have that Rose posing with the Rose posing with that overall setup completely. We need to have the light or the prop, I see, on a diagonal to Mr. Lenz. That needs to be here, and it needs to be like this, holding it right there. Look at those beautiful, beautiful hands, like so. That's the stationary hand. This being the show hand. Here, and we're bending the arthritic knuckles down. We're doing it just like that. We're tipping it here, like so. So now we have a contour of line here. We have each limb that is flowing. The cropping is going to be like just below her show hand, just a tiny bit below. So it's all listed and in place. Beautiful, Pam. I love you. That's gorgeous.
Pretty line.
Wet your lips good. Love it. To change it fast and furious. Bring in the background. Let's put a little scarf on her and
Okay.
bring in just to show the different effects here. Okay, that's it. Like so, like so. There you go. Thanks. Thanks, Karen. There. That's it. That's it. That's nice. Now, look here. Look here. Look here. Look here. Look here. I need to tip you that much, you sweet living doll. Tip your head that much. There. Look at the hands, kids. Look exactly what's taking place. Moisten your lips again. Now, let me try one thing, if I may. See, I think with an ethereal effect, like we've got here, and a wraparound light, I firmly believe we ought to use soft focus.
Sure,
I really do.
sure.
And the soft focus is attachment. Anything you use soft focus, you're going to break up the aperture. You're going to break up, you know,
Don Blair. It's got
Can
your
you
name on
believe
it,
it?
Don. Somebody make a mistake or
I
what?
thought you'd never ask. I thought you'd never ask. I'm buying you steak and lobster tonight. Let me step back now
Okay, all right.
and hand this to Ray so that we've got it all set. And slowly, Ray, drop it in the drop so that it comes right in to effect like so.
Beautiful.
Like so. Bring it back out, Ray. That's it. Raise the soft focus now. Look what's
Oh, yeah,
happening.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
in, just that's it. Drop it down again, Ray. Right there, right there, right there. It's a soft, ethereal effect. Beautiful. You mentioned about two people or a group, etc. With a parabolic, people will say you can't use it, old man.
Yep.
But you can. My philosophy is you can use it with two people or more.
A couple things we're not seeing here, Don. I mean, we're using a video camera in place of your camera. I already know the answer to this one. 100% Hasselblad, wonderful camera. What about film? What are you doing?
Well,
film.
see, you know, let's back up a little bit. The Hasselblad, I'm married to a Hasselblad. I love it. Then we're doing the thing, and I've got that space model unit. It's et cetera, so on, so it's fantastic. In the studio, like we're working here, I love to use like a long lens, 80 millimeter, 180 millimeter, I'm sorry, or 150 millimeter lens.
Right.
Okay, when we're outside, pictorials, what have you, then extreme wide angle, the 40 millimeter or 30. I love the black. As far as the film that we are using, I love the Eastman Kodak film. I really do. And the film we're using on this setup today is the Pro 100 or the PRN.
Now, where are you rating that?
Right at 100.
Yeah, that's
The
what
Yellow
I
Godfather says rated at 100. That's exactly where I'm rating it.
Yeah.
Right smack at 100. It's doing its thing all the way. If the saturation is there. Why do I love it? Because the shadow detail, the shadow area is so strong, so nice. I mean, it holds it. You can put it up to a large enlargement, 50, 60s, what have you. and that richness coupled with the Hasselblad lenses, coupled with the Kodak film, it's there.
And if you're adding diffusion, that film still holds together. It still has a nice contrast.
Positively, yes, positively.
Okay, you're going to put another person in here?
Let's do the two.
Yep.
Let's do the two.
Yep.
Bring it in, Mark, would you please? Let's see where we're at, and let's leave beautiful Pam right where she is. But what we want to do is bring beautiful Betsy in now. Betsy, are you there? Let me introduce you now. Beautiful Betsy.
Hi, Betsy.
Ah, that's it. I love it. Love it. All right, now, that's it. That's it. Love you. Love you. That's good, Pam. Lean in a little bit. Betsy, turn your head. Lean back, Betsy, just a tad. Come in a little tighter, Betsy. Love you, right there. Let's crop this, Ray, like at the bust line. Come up just so it's giving an overall rendition of light there. All right, same basic thing. Same basic thing. We're going to have a base density light here, as we talked about, the base density or the fill light or the splash light. Now we're going to put the main light on, and we're going to do that. Now we need to feather that main light so that that light is right here. It's doing its thing from here to here. Well, it's bypassing beautiful Pam just a tiny bit to do the thing like so, like so. There. Betsy is in close. We're doing our thing. Bring the accent in. The accent now is the same principle. But now we're opening the barn doors a little bit, but we're still running the light so that it's wrapping around that subject all the way through. All the way through. Now, let's look now. Let's put the soft focus on. Drop it down, Ray, slowly, slowly, slowly.
Okay, let's go back over to the Blair box here.
Love it. Hold it, ladies. Hold. Let's come back over.
Okay, can we get that a little tighter, maybe?
All right, let's come in a little tighter. Let's come in a little bolder cropping so that we're in here.
Right.
And we're going to tip the camera in. Ray, can you come a little tighter? Just in.
Now, I notice that you've...
That's it, Ray. That's good, just for illustration.
You've got them, they're almost on the same plane. There's a slight change, and you'd modify that a little bit with the camera, wouldn't you?
Positively. Right. What I would do is tip it, and I would have Betsy sit a little taller.
Okay,
that's it.
Yeah.
And Pam, come forward, lean in just a tad bit, and down.
And so
that's it.
Now, we can't tip the video camera, but what I think you're saying is that your lines would be more...
Gotcha.
Maybe something like that.
How come you're stitching
coming
in
across? Okay.
How come you're stitching in
and so that the whole thing would. I understand.
Gotcha. Now, girls, do you love me? That's better. That's better. That's better. The light needs to wrap around. That's exactly the name of the game.
That's
to a T.
Welcome back to Big Daddy Unplugged. Don, what's this hot light stuff? What are you doing with hot lights? Why hot lights?
Why hot lights? The saturation of color to show, and with painting with light, we can see exactly what's happening with those hot lights.
Okay, now wait a minute. Hot lights. I see a strobe right here. We're not going to use the strobe, right?
All right. See, we're using the hot light. This is a fill. We have pulled the plug. Would you believe?
Right.
We pulled the use. That's what you told me. The plug has been pulled. This is photogenics.
Right.
See, 1500, but we're using that as a modeling light.
Right. And it's got a 250-watt modeling light, so it's enough.
We can
to
do
act
it
as your
with
fill.
no problem at all.
Okay.
And then we're going to wrap the other lights around.
Okay. So now this is a fill 250-watt modeling light. What kind of light? First of all, what kind of film are you using?
All right, well, would you believe? Would you believe? We're using Kodak, the Eastman Kodak L film.
Okay, got it.
Let's do it.
And what kind of, what are you going to be able to expose this at?
Let's go through it. Let's walk through it.
Okay,
Shall we?
fine.
Let's walk
Show me
through
what you're
it.
gonna
Let me do it. Let's do it. We're going to do the same principle. We're going to read this beautiful light on this beautiful living doll. We're going to do our thing. We're rating our film now at the same 100, just as it so states. We have to set, the speed somewhere. We're going to be at a half a second, a full second, what have you. I'm not going to set it at a 500th of a second and then start racking it back.
Sure.
I've got it set at a half a second. Let's see where we're at. Boom, boom, boom. 2.8.
Okay.
I can live with that.
Okay, and now you're going to add your other lights.
Now
so
we're going to
it's
add
going to
the
bring
other
it up a
lights.
bit.
We're going to paint with that light.
Okay.
Let's put that on and turn that one off for me, please, Mark. And let's just see, because then we're going to mix them all back in. We're going to do the same thing now with the light on that beautiful subject. We're going to paint and do the thing.
You got a mini spot, and you got barn doors on here, and I mean, you are only getting light on her face. I mean, you're not even putting light on her hair here.
No, that's all I want. It's a smidgen. That light is literally pinched down. The barn doors are pinched down, so maybe just a quarter of an inch, an eighth of an inch. All it is a sliver of light, Ed, that's coming through. And we're going to do our thing right there. 4.
Okay.
We're right on. Okay, now we want this, the accent light to do our thing and to come in. The same principle as speed lights. It's wrapping around, doing our thing right there. 2/8.
And now since these are hot lights, there's no, we're not turning them up or down. This light's twice as far away, and you're going to end up with,
That's
a stop less
exactly
light.
right. We're feathering.
Sure.
The bottom line is we want to feather the light. If you look close, boom.
Right.
And boom. The same principle as we wrap that light around the subject.
Got it.
All right, now let's turn the background. Wait a minute. Let's do the hair. I'm sorry. Let's do the hair. Turn the hair. You'll notice that we've got a gel of an amber, a warm tone gel on that beautiful hair, so that it's doing its thing.
As long as you're not going to, as long as you don't spill on any flesh tones, you don't have a problem
can't
there.
Do a thing. Can't spill it into here. Or letting it come down. Just cannot do it. Cannot do it. Okay, let's do it to it. Right there. We're going to rack right in like so. Boom. Boom. That's going to be 2/8. 2/8.
Okay.
And a feathered 2/8 along the edge. Okay, that's all we need. All right, now let's turn on the background
I'll get these
lights.
over here. All right.
Let's turn the background lights on, and this is what puts the pizzazz, as far as I'm concerned, with the hot lights. You know what I mean?
Sure.
With the metallic background, the deal. It's absolutely unreal. This is a David Mayu type background, and it's absolutely fabulous. Let me come right. I'm going to step right over now and do our thing here. Move this back. Let me hand this to you, Mark. Let me do it here and here, like so. Like so. All right, we want to feather you beautiful doll. I love it. I love it. Right there. Right there. All right, we're going to choose.
You're still going to use your touch of warmth reflector?
Positively. Yep. Positively. Look what's happening now. As I bring that in, we're going to just barely pick it up from the accent light so that the light slowly, it just runs goosebumps up and down your spine. I mean, it's there, it's just wrapped around. That is all time. That is nice. All right, now, let's leave it there, Mark, for just a second, please.
Can we go play with your...
No, I have to do it. I have to tip your head. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Sorry. All right, let's get back.
go play with the Big Daddy box.
Gotta do it. Let's come back. We're going to do it. All right. Have to do it. All right.
All right. Well, that's now these lights are looking pretty hard, so you're going to soften this, aren't you?
Positively. Okay. Need to soften the light and to do our thing. In fact, let me do it. Well, we got into the close-up. Ray, if you'll be good enough to drop that soft focus right like so, slide it in. Love it, love it. Please ask me what soft focus that is.
What soft focus is that, Big Daddy?
I thought you'd never ask. I thought you'd never ask. I love it. This is a Don Blair soft focus #1. Had to do it. But seriously, what it's doing is wrapping the light.
It's incredible, yeah.
It's wrapping the light from here. Look at the highlight there.
Right.
And it's here.
Right.
Look what's happening. The gradation from highlight here to shadow. This area, it's not a harsh. You know, it's not a harsh. It's wrapping around.
Even though you've got very small light sources with fast transfer edges, by putting that diffusion in there,
you better believe it.
You're actually blooming, I guess, a little bit, which
it's
causes...
wrapping around, doing the thing. It's absolutely fabulous. All right, now, let's come back in. Let me do this. Let's come back in. In fact, Ray, let's come back. Let me see here and get a little more
pull it back a little bit.
Pull back a little bit.
Pull it back if you can, Ray, so we can see that.
Slowly, slowly. Look at the light now. Look at the light. Look at the light. There.
Ooh, pretty. Okay. I like that right there.
Okay, don't move. Don't move, dear. Don't move. Look at her right thumb. Don't move.
Yep.
See, the right thumb is there, whistling Dixie, pointing to the little boy's room.
Right.
Okay, relax it now. Come in a little tighter with the thumb, just a little bit, baby. Beautiful.
Okay, cleans it up.
Cleans it up. Stretch it. Just, that's it. Chin down just a bit. Now, Look what
Yeah,
happened.
real pretty line.
See,
Yeah,
from here
Yeah.
to here to here
Yeah.
to here.
Right.
To here, like so, like so.
Yeah.
Everything is flowing.
Nice diagonal.
Blending. That's it. Now look with the way the head is tipped into
right.
here, everything. Giving a nice wraparound of light
Really pretty.
all the way through.
Yep.
That's the name of the game. That's exactly what we're doing. All right, now, let's walk over. Let's walk back over to camera.
Yep.
I mean, at the subject, and let's go ahead and make a couple of exposures. Betsy,
right.
if you can hold it right there.
Right.
Right there. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's come in here. The theory of this, of the light. One more thing I need to talk about. One more little itty bitty baby thing. If we want to glamorize it that much more, bring the right knee forward just a tad. Love you, love you. That's it.
Can you crank it back just a little bit there, Ray? Pull it back just a touch.
Stretch it, tummy, bust, relax the right shoulder, bring the hand back, baby. There, bring the hand not higher, but just wrap it. That's it, not too.
Yep.
Now tip your head just a tad. Then bring the eyes back. I got you. But see what happens with that light. Everything flows. Everything just blends. It's all the way through.
Yep.
You're a living doll. You're a living doll. All right, now, let's come in. The theory of this type background, these backgrounds, the props, etc., so on and so forth, it needs to be, quick change.
Sure.
Let's go ahead. Let's make sure. Quick change type thing.
Yeah,
Let me
okay.
step on over. Change it around now. Bet you stay just kind of like you are, and let's yak. Just a half a second. Okay, go ahead, Dad.
A lot of this is, in a way, it's a beautiful takeoff on glamour. I mean, a lot of these fast photo places in the malls have kind of come in and taken on this glamour thing. This is a much more sophisticated look, but that client, that person that's interested in the glamour, in order to really get a nice sale out of this, you need to come up with a number of different images that are all exciting, different looks and so forth. And one of the beauties of this metallic background is that they're so quick and easy to change and get completely different looks.
That's exactly what we want to try and do in a fast and furious type thing, even on camera now. Lean back down, Betsy, just a hair, not too far. That's it. That's good. That's nice. Now, even do it. Let's come in, Ray, come in a little tighter now, just with the camera, doing your thing into here. Same. That's it. I love it. Love it. That's it. Baby, turn your head. That's it. To your right there. Right. Tip your head to your right. Love you. Turn it to your right. Right there, Dad. Move it. Wait a minute. Move the
I got
warm
it.
touch in
I
here
got it.
a little bit. Oh, right there. That's got it. That's love it. That's nice. Love you. Let me look and see. Wet your lips. Good. There. That's it.
Really
now,
pretty.
tip your head a little bit right there, and chin down, baby. Drop the fan down. Wet your lips. Good. Put the soft focus in, Ray, just a tad, slowly. Look what it does to the highlight zone.
Yep.
Love it.
And I noticed that a lot of these compositions aren't really heavily center weighted. You've brought her over here on the side. You're using that.
Gotta have the third.
The thirds.
Gotta have it. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Mark, just do one thing on her right eye. Push that veil back. Just cheek that much. That's it. That's it. Just so it cleans it up.
Yep.
Now tip it, dear, to your right. That's it. Love it. Chin down. Wet your lips. Love you, sweet baby.
Could we pull this one back anymore?
Love it.
Would you crop
Yes,
this anymore?
I'd crop
Can
this
you
one like
pull it back
so,
just a little bit
but
there,
see,
Ray?
so
If
you
you
can
can?
see it, I would actually
Yeah.
move it, right, not easy
Yeah,
does it, Ray.
yeah.
Easy, a little bit
Actually.
more. There. Now,
Great.
Ray, bring it over to her left. Crop it a lot. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
me
Come
get
in
that.
just a
Bring
hair
that one accent
tighter.
right out.
Just
Yeah.
a hair tighter, Ray. Just, there you go. There.
Yeah.
That's it. It. Tip the head, Bets. Just love it. Love it. Feather it, Mark. Feather it. Just a touch right in there. That's it. So it's wrapping around.
You're getting a really
Look, see?
strong
Look at
diagonal
that.
coming
You
right
better
up.
believe
Yep.
it. You better. And by tipping the camera, you've got that.
Yep.
The diagonal line. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's change her. That is fabulous.
Okay.
Can we live with that? Let's change her.
Beautiful.
Let's go get it. Do it to it. Do it to it.
Now, the background itself, whose background is that?
The background, the background. That's David Mayers, and I love it. It's
gorgeous.
metallic. I love it.
Yeah.
And the fabric that is in front thereof is Jerry's material, etc.
Right.
And
She
does
goes
a
out and finds
fabulous
that stuff,
job.
yeah.
You bet.
But you can get a
And-
lot of this stuff in fabric stores,
sure.
right?
That's exactly
Sure.
what's happening.
Sure.
That's exactly what's happening. And some of the other pieces, etc., is that we've been using a Denny background and also with the glamour type thing from
Right.
Denny.
Right.
So yeah, that's it. That's good.
Perfect.
Okay, gotcha. That's good. Take your time. That's all right, Jerry.
Yeah,
Take all the
we're
time
doing
you
fine.
want to. You know, no hurry.
I mean, really,
That's
if you
it.
were in
That's
in
it.
your studio making these, I mean, you could move a session through very quickly.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big. Look at that. Look at that kid. Mark, do me a favor. Just a minute. Go over on the hair light. Oh, please. Just fast and furious. Bring it in. Punch that hair light up where we've turned her in that much. Ray, come in tight now. Come in tight a little bit. Move in a little tighter. Look. Love you, baby. Love you. Right there. Drop it down. Give her a little more headroom, Ray. Just that much. Just there. And tip your head that much more. There. Turn your head that much more. There. Then chin down just a bit. You'll notice I need to call the attention right in back of her beautiful head, face. See, we've got the clamp holding up the... Obviously, that's not going to be in the photograph.
Sure.
Obviously, we put it in there so you can see how easy, how simple it is to clamp the light or clamp the background onto the other portion, and it's there.
What kind of shutter speeds are you working at? With
Okay, thank you. This type setup is like a half a second at 4.
Okay,
And we're pinching it in tight, just using...
Focal length lens, what are you doing there?
Okay, on this one, this would be a 180 on the Hasselblad.
That's a pretty lens.
I love that new lens, 180, because that way it's a sharp lens, and if I want to soften it up a little bit, it's there. It's fantastic.
Flattens it just a little bit.
You better
though, so
believe
gives
it. You better believe it.
Flattering perspective.
Give me an accent, just a hair more. Watch it, guys. Right there. Gotcha. Now, let's go. Now,
you got one more thing to do with this?
Yeah, now slide in the soft focus. Just slowly. Love it. Let's change again fast. Let's do it. But hopefully you can see the change and the fast and the furious doing our thing. It's there.
This is really pretty reminiscent of the old movie Homo type.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
See, you're too young to know that. You're too young. You're way too young.
I know, but I've watched some of the old movies and stuff.
And this now we're going to portray into the 30s and into the 40s. This is like into the Harel look. Look, the spotlight effect. Now this time we need her right there, Mark. Look at the hair lights.